Okay, like I said on Sunday, I would be back on Wednesday, whether we got the Switch Pro or not, to put a bow on this, and that's exactly what we're gonna do today. What's up, guys? Welcome back and welcome in for the first time. We're not gonna take a long time to do this. Links below, Discord, the other channel, all the good stuff's down there. If you're interested in any of it, go click it, see you in there after this video. So you're watching this on Wednesday, which means we did not get the Switch Pro on Tuesday. I guess there's still technically one more day, it could be, who knows. Maybe I'm putting this video out and they've announced it right afterwards. I doubt it. I'm gonna go ahead and say that whatever information that someone had that this thing was coming out last week or this week or sometime before E3, even if it was true, at some point along the line has changed, and that's okay. Obviously, we see a ton of different reasons out there that we can point to why this thing, may have been scheduled for this time and then had to be moved out later. We're gonna get into all that stuff, but I wanna touch quickly on where we were, how we got to this point, just in case there's anyone who hasn't been following this or wondering what we're talking about here. Obviously, there's been a ton of rumors about a Switch Pro. We're not gonna go that far back, but a few weeks ago, we got a report from Bloomberg saying that they said it was a very, very good possibility that we were going to see the Switch Pro before E3. The reason for that is because Nintendo not only wanted to show their games running on the Switch Pro, but they also wanted third parties to be able to show their games also running on the new hardware. Now, obviously, that was very exciting news. We all got really hyped for that, and soon after that, a whole bunch of leakers started coming out. A lot of places started coming out and say, yes, this is happening. It's definitely happening. Some people were even saying that they knew the date, that it was actually going to be what was now last Thursday. Last Thursday came, went, it didn't happen. So I did a video earlier this week, as I just said, and I said, let's give it another week. Like, who knows? Maybe there was something lost in translation there. Maybe some wires got crossed. Maybe it's actually just this week, because it's still technically before E3. If you take away all the leaks about the date and just look at the Bloomberg article, yeah, it still could come. It still could come tomorrow. I think it's highly unlikely at this point, but it's still technically possible. So you take all that away, you still got a pretty general idea of when this thing could come, but it didn't. So let's go into why this happened. One thing I do want to say, I don't think that this Bloomberg report was necessarily wrong. But I do think, obviously, at this point, maybe it was just outdated. Maybe the information wasn't as current as they thought it was. And maybe these leakers did have something told to them that just got changed. And then, the word just didn't get back to them that it had changed. I mean, when you look at the gaming landscape in general, there's a massive chip shortage right now. Nintendo themselves has said that they could run into a problem with the chip shortage. They told their investors that, when was that? 2 months ago? 3? I don't know. It was a while ago, but they've said it themselves. We've seen Sony have problems. Microsoft's having problems. And it's not just in gaming, it's across the board. Electronics across the board. This chip shortage is not going away anytime soon. I mean, from things we've heard, this thing could go into next year. Now, do I think that the Switch Pro is going to be delayed all the way till next year? Maybe. I don't know. At this point, I just don't know. We've gone back and forth on this, like, oh, is it gonna be 2022? Is it gonna be 2021? Is it gonna be this summer? We heard March last year. We heard March the year before. We've heard so many different things. It's very hard to even try to guess when this thing is going to come at this point. But I would say, I think it's still possible that we see this thing maybe in a few months. Maybe late summer, before the holidays, and then they start showing us Breath of the Wild 2 running on it, other things. Maybe they've switched things around. They want to announce these games before they show the Switch Pro, so when they show the Switch Pro, they can show these new games that they've announced running on the Switch Pro then. It's just not ready right now, that's all. There's a lot of stuff that goes into this behind the scenes, and I'm sure the pandemic has not helped anything at all, obviously. It hasn't helped anybody. But just like you guys, I want a Switch Pro. I'm ready for a Switch Pro. I do like talking about the Switch Pro. I get a lot of comments, especially in these last couple videos, about people saying, it's not coming, quit talking about it. And as I said in one of these last videos, I'm not apologizing for talking about it. I think it's fun to speculate when we might see this thing. So, I don't know, I guess it is what it is. We are gonna put a pin in this for now. We're gonna go ahead and tie a little bow on this for now, until we get some new information on this, or something comes out where we can, maybe start to expect a window. There's nothing really left to talk about. But as I said, I told you guys I would come back if we didn't get it. We'd put a bow on this thing. But I want to know what you guys think. If you think it's not coming, great. That's fine. Whatever. You can leave a comment and let me know how wrong we all are, because even if I hadn't told you to do it, you're probably gonna do it anyway. But what I really want to know is, when do you guys think this thing will actually be shown? I think the possibilities are maybe later in the summer, maybe the end of the summer. If not then, I'm kind of thinking it's early 2022. It's hard, it's very, very hard for me to see another holiday going by without a Switch Pro. But, you know, just the way things are, I think it's possible. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, make sure you're subscribed. We'll see you in the next one.